Hello and welcome in. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brianna and I am the owner of the Sacral Psychic. I am and have been a spiritual advisor for the last 6 years full-time. I've been reading for 15 years and now I am teaching tarot as well. I've been called to teach people how to read tarot and do the same if that is something that you are considering doing either as a side hustle or full-time. There is definitely money to be made and people to be helped in this career. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started on today's topic. I really wanted to jump on here and just talk about a little bit about the difference between tarot cards and oracle cards, because I work at a metaphysical shop on the weekends. And the number one question that I do get is, what's the difference between tarot and oracle cards? They always ask this whenever they come in and look at the cards on the shelf. And so we'll go ahead and talk about that today, because I know as a beginner, that is actually a pretty valid question to ask when you're learning how to read tarot. So the tarot cards is a 78 card spread, okay? It is rider right. There's different forms of tarot. There's like Lenormand and Thoth, and there's also rider white. So rider white is the most popular deck that you could actually use to read. It is popular to this day. A woman actually interpreted all the images, and then the rider white, I think it was Rider and his son White, could be backwards, but they took credit for all the imagery that this woman, I believe her name was Pamela something. I don't remember her last name, but if you know it, let me know in the comments below. But she is actually the original creator of the Rider White, which is the most popular deck used today. Now, for the regular tarot, the difference is that the tarot has suits, it has specific rules, it has specific interpretations. Now, of course, as you're connecting with the client, you can expand on these interpretations, but all of these cards represent a specific story or energy to the card. Now let's talk about the oracle cards and what the difference is here. So the difference between the oracle and tarot cards is oracles are more arbitrary. Okay, this is one of my oracle decks. This is my newest oracle deck. And as you can see, the images are very different. Now, a lot of the oracles do have the same theme and it does tell a story. I like to go off of the images solely whenever I'm reading oracle, and also the messages at the bottom. For example, this one says self-reliance. So spirit could be calling this person to be more self-reliant, or they could be practicing in that time, depending on who you're reading for. I have a variation of oracle decks, just as I do tarot decks. So this is another version of Rider White tarot that I have. So same meanings, but different imagery. You can also get different interpretations from them. And I also have, I have a whole collection of decks. I love to combine my oracle cards with my tarot cards, okay? So this is another oracle set. You can see the image is very different. The theme is pretty similar, but the artistry is different. So each of them tell a story. I think it's really great to complement tarot with oracle, because oracle provides further interpretation and also confirmation of the readings whenever you do give the reading. So for example, you can do Queen of Swords that talks about like setting boundaries and standing on business, if you will, operating in a logical mentality. And then you can add Sacred Journey and explain to the person that you're reading for that this is like a part of their sacred journey that they're taking. So as you can see, it just kind of, well, that's the strength one, but Queen of Swords, Sacred Journey, you can see how they complement each other, right? So you can do this for any pair, or you can do like 3 cards and then bust one oracle card out. It's really just up to you and how you want to practice and what your style is. Lately, when I give readings in person, I like to start off with Rider White and complete most of the reading with Rider White. and then finish off with an oracle message or 2 or 3 to close out the reading. But everybody's style is different. You can absolutely alternate oracle and rider white if you feel like it, just trusting the flow and understanding that the difference is, I mean, it's not really that drastic. Oracle cards are just more arbitrary when it comes to reading them. And tarot has more of a specific set of interpretations. You have the major arcana, the minor arcana, the suits, and whatnot. Whereas in Oracle, you don't really have that. So if you were to create an Oracle deck, you would have more liberty and you can create your own interpretations from those decks without having to implement the rules of tarot, rider white tarot, specifically into what it is that you're creating. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get an oracle pull, and then I'll give you an example of how to interpret it when it comes out in a reading. So we have rest after labor. Okay, I really love this card. I love that it's very family oriented. Now, just because you're reading for somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to have a baby. They could be thinking about their future or having a family, but that doesn't, I mean, what you're seeing, it doesn't necessarily have to like manifest to the exact T. This could just be that person is being called to rest and, you know, seeking comfort in what nurtures them or what they can nurture or what makes them feel rested. I do like the pumpkins here because the pumpkins can represent like a harvest coming in. Also the moon here, it's nice and full. So this is really the message of like, you don't need to worry, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and pull a tarot card and show you the difference, right? Show you the different styles. Okay, Hierophant. Now we have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is traditional, right? This could be something that's happening that is creating tradition within the person's energy or surrounding the person's energy. Like they could be getting proposed to, going to a wedding. If they're asking about marriage, maybe their person wants stability, or maybe they want stability, right? Or they want to practice traditions that comfort them. So tradition. This is more like rest and relaxation. This is tradition, okay, Hierophant. So, and this could also mean like, let's say they were together, right? The Hierophant. For me, this looks like stability or creating stability or a stable family and then being able to rest and feel safe in that stability. So you see how they go hand in hand and how the meanings are completely different, but yet both of them tell a story. So I would say that they're similar in the sense that they both tell a story, but the distinction is very evident because this will always have 78 cards, right? Always. You're always going to have 78 cards in the rider white style of tarot. The oracles are not always going to have 78 cards, right? You could have 36 cards all the way up to like 60 cards. It just depends on the artist and however many cards they want to, you know, make. So yeah, that is the difference. I'm going to go ahead and jump off. I just wanted to really clear that up before I got going. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If you want to learn more about rider white, I do have a course available. It is a 4-week course. You can take it at your own pace, and you will be certified, and you can become a tarot reader, start reading for your clients. I do definitely encourage people to learn the rider white style tarot first before they move on to oracles, mainly because this is, like I said, a very popular deck. The clients will resonate with it, and it's just best to learn the basics before you got to learn how to crawl before you learn how to walk. So my course does teach you how to read all the cards. It's pretty clear and straightforward. You'll also get downloads that help you, like worksheets, so that you can practice in your own time. And then also I talk about how you can start getting clients and reading for a living, or if you want to do it for the side, you know, that's available to you as well. Before I do go, I do want to give you guys a homework assignment. I do encourage you guys, I have been posting every day tarot card in my group, in this group, in Learning Tarot for Beginners. And so what I invite you to do as a homework assignment, you don't have to do it, but it's just a way to take action and also have fun and really test out your capacity as a reader and just see how you do, because there's no right or wrong way. So find a post in this group, because I've been posting these cards every single day, different card, and take a shot at interpreting it. Read the description, follow the directions, and see what you come up with. You don't necessarily have to know the meaning, right? And nobody's judging you. Nobody's judging you. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm here to support you guys. So definitely take advantage of the space. Understand that this community is a safe space, and I'd love to see what you guys have when it comes to like providing interpretations. It's also a way to encourage you to take action, right? Allow yourself to be a beginner and just, one card. See if you like it or not. See if you can interpret it, and try to provide your own interpretation to the best of your ability. You can rely on the images. What is being drawn to you? What do you see? What do you feel? And then just write it in the comments. And of course, I will provide you feedback once I see the comments. I do like to read those and provide feedback. And like I said, don't worry, it's not going to be critical. One person did, give me a comment, and she didn't know what the meaning of the card was, but she tried anyways. And whoever that was, I forgot her name, but thank you for doing that, because she was able to learn the meaning, because I went back and responded and told her, and it was actually pretty consistent with what her interpretation was. So I definitely would invite you guys to take a whack at it and see how you do. I'm sure you guys will do good. I absolutely love reading your guys' interpretations and seeing you guys take action and actually practice reading tarot. So that's it for today. I hope you guys gained some value from this it's a pretty quick video, but I hope you guys got some value from this, and I will see you next time. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.